These are the scenes that have led to an unprecedented second trial in the Senate for a US president. Donald Trump accused of inciting the violence at the Capitol building.
You'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
The evidence, sadly, is right before our eyes. There's videotape of the president and the exact words he used. And this has been a pattern, a course of conduct with this president, inciting a riot.
His defense lawyers will argue that in another part of the speech, Trump actually encouraged the protesters to march to Congress peacefully.
It was a tragedy. President Trump has condemned violence at all times. Read the words of his speech, calls for peacefulness.
But the Trump legal team's main argument will be that the US Constitution doesn't allow for a president to be tried in the Senate after he's left office. It's never happened before. The jury in the trial will be the 100 senators. They're equally split between Republicans and Democrats. A two-thirds majority, 67, is needed to convict the former president. That means, assuming the Democrats all vote to convict Trump, that 17 Republicans would have to switch sides if he's to be found guilty. For the Democrats, this trial represents something of a gamble. Just at the time Joe Biden is pushing ahead with a new agenda for the US, the spotlight will be back on Donald Trump. That's hardly going to help alleviate the country's divisions, nor help bring in the much hoped-for new era of bipartisanship in Washington politics.
Two-thirds of the senators present not having found him guilty of the charges contained therein.
Trump's first impeachment trial, in which he was accused of abuse of power for his dealings with Ukraine, only served to harden the political divide. Just one senator delivered a verdict that went against their party's line. A fairly similar outcome is expected this time.
The fact of the matter is we can see that Donald Trump remains popular and that Republicans simply don't want to cross him because they don't want to be primaried if they're coming up in 2 years for re-election, and they don't want him raising money against them.
And if Trump is acquitted a second time, his opponents fear he'll believe he's been vindicated and will use it as a platform to launch a political comeback. John Brain, TRT World, Washington.